Well, Justin, I would say something smart here, but golly, that was really, you were really rolling today.
Thank you. I work hard at what I do, and I just felt like I ran the perfect race, and my coach, he gave me the formula on what to do, and I just went out and executed. So.
I have a couple of slightly more difficult questions. I guess first would be, you've picked Georgia today, obviously,
right,
but you picked Stanford before. What's the difference between then and now?
When I picked Stanford, I really didn't do any research on I just looked at it from the academic standpoint. I looked at it like, hey, this is one of the most prestigious schools in the country, and academics mean a lot to me. My family, they always raised me up. Like if I brought home a C, hey, I couldn't play a game. So, academic means a lot to me, and just looking at it from an academic standpoint, I kind of felt like, hey, I had to jump on it. But once I just talked to my family, and just it was like, they asked me, did I really want to go to California? At the time, I said yes. But then then they kept asking me, and I started thinking like, man, it's California. It's a long way from Georgia.
California's nice, though, I have to say. And the second thing is, it's one thing to run in a straight line, Justin.
Right.
That's not football what you did today, and you're probably, you can play football at Georgia. So the critics would say, well, I mean, that's a straight line run, or maybe the 200s with a curve.
Right.
How do you translate it?
It's all up when you're running routes and making cuts. You have to have flexible hips, and one thing we do a lot in track is we stretch, and I would have to say, it is a difference between track and football, but I think, if the coaches at University of Georgia, they have no confidence in me to offer me a scholarship, I must be doing something right.
Well, no, there's no question about that. Let me ask you this too. I mean, obviously, I think Stanford's a better school than Georgia. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with Georgia. The academics there have come a long way in about the last 20 years. Who explained that part to you, and how did they kind of get you to understand that, or your family, I guess, too?
It was really my guidance counselor, Mr. Walker. I talked to him about it, and like he told me, like, every school doesn't have like strong fields on everything, and it might be a school like Georgia who has one of the best fields in the nation at
business or public administration.
So, and I researched it, and some of the things that I enjoy doing, they have like one of the best fields in that. So.
Way down there, Southwest Georgia, I came to visit you a year and a half, a year ago, whatever it was, and you were in the middle of testing. Did you think it would come like this? I mean, this has been some time now, and I know you're young, and a year and a half seems like some time, but it really isn't. I mean, does it take me through the journey?
When I first started getting out the pub, it was kind of, it was pretty hard to deal with, I kind of felt myself getting a big head, and people humbled me. They told me, at any given point, a scholarship could be pulled. Yeah. So, and it was my coach, Coach Pinkins, who got me to understanding that. And
Dondrell Pinkins played quarterback. He was a starter at South Carolina, just so people know.
Right, and after that, I've always been a hard-working guy. I pride myself on my work ethic. And after he just told me, like, stay humble and work hard, I listened to him, and I just kept working hard in the weight room, in the classroom, doing my drills as a receiver, and I'm to this point right now, and I'm still gonna stay humble, and I'm still gonna work hard.
One last thing here, tell me about your relationship with, say, a Coach Ball, Coach Rick. What's it like to get to know those guys?
First of all, Coach Ball, he's a very nice person. He kind of talks to me about just becoming a better young man to society, and he also knows his craft. Coaching, he coached one of the best receivers in the nation, and he talks to my family a lot. He tells them that it's gonna take a village to raise a child, and he has a real good connection with my mom, who lives in Detroit, and my aunt. I live with my aunt. They talk on the phone almost every time I call, and you know, it's a real good connection between Coach Ball and my family. And you know, he's one of them guys I feel like I can trust. You know, I feel like he genuinely cares about me.
Well, listen, as I understand it, you've only been running track for this is the second season, so not even like a little bit more than a year.
Yes, sir.
So if you can progress that much in track in that amount of time, do you think that the same thing can be said with football?
Yes, sir. Because like when I first started, you know, I had no idea on what I was doing. You know, I wasn't even a big track and field fan, but you know, I just listened to my coach, and you know, I feel like, you know, if you can listen to the people who know what they're doing and just work hard on what you're doing, I mean, the sky's the limit. Yeah. You know. So.
Well, a level-headed Justin Scott, who is what I like to call a burner, a dude that can really run. Justin, congratulations on Georgia. Congratulations on the double up in the States. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.